Happy New Year, darling. Hi, Tony FARMOOR Koi. Well, may I first of all wish you all a very, very happy New Year. First day of the year, and the weather outside is dreadful. It's awful. I'm sure in other parts of the country it's even worse, to be honest, so I can't really complain, but it's been tipping down with rain all through the night and it's still tipping down now, so never mind. I've come into the greenhouse and I've got a little job to do, so a little project, so I'm gonna get on with that. But yeah, happy New Year, and I hope 2015 is good to us all and good to our koi. And my wish for the year is not to have any koi losses. That's a bit of a high wish. I'm sure I'll lose one or two, but I'd like not to. A year with no losses would be great. Last year was great up to a point, and then it became a disaster. My fault for not quarantining. Anyway, the job for today is I've got no UV fitted to this system behind me that I built recently. So I'm going to put a UV in, and I honestly think the best way to fit a UV to this is into the EASYPOD. So we'll have a look. Now I bought a second-hand EASYPOD. It was just the standard one, so there is no UV fitted to it. You can buy the UV from various places. I mean, Evolution Aqua do it as a spare kit if your UV goes wrong. You can buy it with just the ballast unit and the bulb connection, or you can buy it as what's called the full kit with glass. It's not glass, I forget the name of it, but the tube that the bulb goes in. But Evolution Aqua says it cannot be fitted to non UV EASYPODs. Well, it's true, it can't without some work, I suppose, but with a little bit of work it can be fitted. So what I've got is to do it, I got a bit of 3-inch pipe, and hopefully all will come clear of that as I move on. I have bought the translucent mount for it, which you have to drill a hole for, from Sculpture Layers. I bought the translucent one because I think it'd be quite nice to see that glow when, especially as it's right up there when it's on. So I bought that to fit, excuse me for keep showing you my sweet peas, they're coming on really nice. And that does fit over the top of that 3-inch pipe, so that's good. And as you can probably already see, I bought this kit. This kit retails, very hard doing these things one-handed. This kit, this is meant to be the full kit, so it's got the, I remember what it is now, quartz glass holder for it. It's got the bulb and it's got the connection. This bit just screws onto the threads on that, and it seals both ends. And you've got the ballast unit. That is really heavy, that ballast unit. Yeah, do not mount in direct sunlight. Yeah, that might be awkward, but we'll see. What I was disappointed with was how long the lead is for plugging it in. It's really quite short, but there's lots of lead to get to where you're going with the lamp. So yeah, so that's what I've got. So we'll see how we get on with this. First job is I'm going to empty it of water, so I'm going to do a clean, and on the clean I'm going to leave it empty because I want to, just inside there, I want to stuff an old towel that I've got here, so that when I drill the hole I don't get bits of plastic everywhere inside it. So we'll get on with that first. So I've emptied it and I've stuffed a towel around there, see if I can collect up as much as the swarf as possible. To be honest, the swarf will probably just be caught with the micro K1 and agitate and clean out with a normal clean, but I'd like to avoid getting it in the pond itself. So I've had to move my pump controller for the time being because it's right in the way of where I've got to do work on here. So that's got to be fitted dead centre of the tube of that, really. And I have actually bought a new hole saw for it. I've got a whole kit of hole saws, but I just don't happen to have that size. So this is a brand spanking new 90mm hole saw that I'm gonna cut the hole with. So I'll get on and mark it and we'll see how we get on. It's quite difficult to find the optimal position for that, really, to get it nice and accurate, but I'm finding using the actual back of the hole saw, which is the right size for it, best way. That looks pretty even all around that edge. So I will drill a small pilot right in the middle of that and call that it. So this is the tetchy bit really. I've drilled a little pilot hole in there. Hopefully it's going to be in the centre, and yeah, hope I don't go wrong. So I don't usually do things with this hand, but maybe something. Okay, here we go then. Oh, I don't like that. Do you know, this chuck always does that on me. It doesn't always. Centre up properly. It's only a piddly little drill from Aldi of all places, but it's been a brilliant little drill. I've got DeWalt, buying genuine batteries for it cost more than what the bloody drill costs. And Matkey the same, but towel's catching some of the swarf on the top. Thicker than I thought it would be. Aha. Good. Oh, that's a nice clean hole. Great stuff. Now, let's hope it's the right size at least, let alone in the right place. Oh, the towel's caught quite a lot of this swarf in there. Quite fit. Yeah, I was told 99. See if I've got to do a little bit of sanding around that. I don't think we can put back in. There's no need for it to be as tight as that. Ho ho! So I'll get back to you when I've fiddled about with the bloody thing. So I've got the trusty Dremel out, which I haven't used for years. In fact, even when I bought it, I never used it much, but I think this is ideal for this. Just needs a little bit. You can actually see it taking this off. I reckon that should be enough. Put this down. Don't drop it in any water. Water and electric just don't go together, does it? There. There, look at that. Fantastic. So now I've got that in position. I'm going to just clean the unit up now, get all this swarf away from it, and then I'll get back to you with the rest of the fit. Right, I've removed the towel and removed as much swarf as I can. There is some in there, so I decided to fill the pod up and give it another clean and hopefully wash that swarf out. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, getting it clean. But in the meantime, the next, excuse my coughing, the next stage is to fit this pipe. Now, a 3-inch pipe fits quite nicely into the bottom there. Now, I'm going to cut it off at that point. I'll tell you why in a minute. But I'm also a little bit concerned at the bottom that there'll be water surrounding it and gunge might get caught up in that. So I'm going to play that by ear. So I might drill 1 or 2 holes near the base of it so that some water flows around that area to keep it clear. If not, you need to get the hose in there and hose it out from time to time, I think. But this pipe is necessary for, I don't know, one main reason, but probably 2 or 3 main reasons. One reason is you want that water to flow up to near to the top of that UV for the UV to do any good. And at the moment it's right down there. I probably need to take you off the tripod to explain myself better. So excuse the shaking about, but am I going down low enough? There, that is really the entry point for the water to go over that weir. Well, that means that only about that much of the UV will be dipped into the water. So you need to put this black pipe in there so it brings the water up nearer the top, and then you bore some weir holes in it up here. So it'll be up there, this obviously. What I'm filming at the moment, I've got the camera back on. So yeah, it's to make best use of the UV from lifting the water coming over the weir to the water coming over the weir up here, really. So that's one reason. Another reason is that you don't want the UV, or you don't want your media in the centre there to see the UV, because it'll be killing bacteria in there. And a further reason is you don't want to be able to see that UV in operation particularly, so it masks the UV in that respect as well. But I've got the translucent top, so you'll be able to see whether it's working. So yeah, so that's the 3 reasons I got for it. You need to raise the weir point up here so that the water passes the UV as much as possible, and you want to mask your media from the UV to stop it killing the media, and you want to mask it from your eyes as well. So yeah, I'll get back to you when I've got it set up again. Okay, so I flushed the EASYPOD out again. Actually, I'll turn that air off there for a minute. Pretty easy. And I've made this new cover stroke weir pipe. So I don't know whether you can, oh, it's enormous on camera, that hole I put in it. But anyway, that's moved the weir from down here somewhere to up there, so that the water passes past the UV really. From what I've seen, it's always fitted with a black pipe for some reason. I don't know why really. I don't know what Evolution Aqua ones are actually fitted with, because I've never looked at one. But most of what I've seen is with a black pipe. I think I'd have preferred it with a white pipe, for the simple reason you get that added light, that added reflection off the UV. But hey ho, I'm sure it will be fine. So that pops in there. I can't put it down by there, but you'll probably see if you look at that margin is more or less the margin of that. So not only have you got the top of the hole there, but you'll blow it by a little way in actual fact, so that your water should be okay. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to put it in. To where I think it should go. It should point the way of the. Should point really the way of the flow of the EASYPOD. So that's in there. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to sort of try it out. So I'll shut off this drain off. Open the pump and turn it on. Turn it on. I'll take you off the well so that I can show you what's happening. So there you go. The water is coming right up to that level now. So when I dip the UV in that, the whole of the UV is being covered, and that's it in there. Now my only worry is that between the pipe and the old weir it'll get gunged up with crap. So I either flush it out with a hose, or I've got to drill a few holes in that to let a bit of the water go that way, I suppose, just a thought. But that's what's meant to happen. Now I'm going to stop there. So I'm going to actually take the cleaning pipe out to see where this water settles, in case I have to lower that hole a bit. Okay, so it's going down the outlet. And because of the speed of the pump, it's settled at exactly the same level. There's still a lot of muck in there, I've rinsed it twice. It's settled at the same level as it did before, but if I increased my pump speed, I'm sure it would settle a lot higher. So that is down there, but this water is right up here. So if I take you to the UV a moment, and I'll show you how far down that should be. But that looks good. Okay, so I've taken this pipe out again for a moment just to illustrate what's sort of happening really. So obviously the weir on the EASYPOD is down here, so we've now raised the weir right up to here, and then that'll end up on the top like that. Then this will pop through there like that. There's a seal on the bottom to seal to that, and there's another seal on the top, so that seals it. So that brings the water right past that glass up to there. Then the bulb just pops in there, and obviously you screw that up. So that's basically it. So the water comes you know, quite a way up, because the weir is actually halfway up this hole with water when it comes over, so it's covering most of the UV, well, all of it really. So that's it. Got to be careful trying to do this one-handed, so I don't want to break anything. Yeah, there you go. So now all I've got to do is put it all together. Now I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure they are. I got 3 stainless steel screws for this. I'm pretty sure they're stainless steel, because I've had them screwing these little brackets on outside for ever and a day, and they've never rusted. So yeah, let's put it together. So let's get it put together. Put this back in there and get the hole in the right place. And so you want it flowing round the correct way. That's good. Put this on. Now, how big are these screws? I over-drill these holes, otherwise I should be in a right state. I can't see the one over the back. There it is. Well, I'm all the way through, didn't mean to. I wanted a bit of brick left, so I think the door might be a bit good, but we'll see. Might be alright. I've got one of these screws, as I always do. We'll go and get it in a minute. Yeah, probably that isn't too bad. Don't have to over tighten these. And get the wheels up. Maybe one, I'll have to find that one in a minute. I can't see where it was particularly, so I might be down there for a while too if you can work. I can't see what I'm doing over there. You can probably see better than I can, I don't know. It. So that's that assembled. So I'll get the bits. So the porch tube, as I say, it's got a seal underneath and a seal on top. That just pops in there. It's going to try and float. So that pops in there like that. Because I've got it full of water at the moment, it's going to try and float. Make sure the bulb is located okay. There it is. Pop on there. And we'll do that. So you don't have to over tighten these things. Just want them seals to seal. And you can rub a little bit of and I don't mean silicone mastic either, I mean silicone lubricant around them, or like I do, use a bit of Vaseline. Nothing like a nice bit of Vaseline, is there? Turn that one. So that natural bend in that cable is going that way a bit. Now this thing, well, I need a bit more cable in it. I'm going to do that. This ballast says keep it out of the way of sunlight. Actually the company's there, can't see it there. I've got to put it somewhere over here. Okay. Right, I'm going to put it there for now and see how things go. So I've got to get a couple of screws and screw that on. But you can't see what I'm doing there. So yeah, it's got to rig up this ballast. Somewhere there. No, don't drop the bloody screen. One ballast unit in place, put my pump, what a fool! Right, if I knew what I was doing. You can see it's in the way. See that? Okay, to be honest, it's finished, except it's not tested yet. I've just got to put a plug on it and we'll test it out. So I'll be back in a minute or two. Incidentally, I've had these koi bricks guards on here now since this has been running. And they're doing what they say on the tin. They keep that media in there. They're doing a brilliant job. So big shout out for koi bricks there. And to be honest, Sculptures, who makes this, do them as well, and they're just as good. They're just the same, so a big shout out for the sculptured layers, I think they're called, as well. So sculptured layers, fantastic. You get these little bits that he makes on his 3D printer, and sculptured layers for these guards. But I've got the koi bricks ones, which because I'm a skinflint, they was £1 cheaper. £1! Every pound counts. So yeah, great. I'll just put the plug on that in a minute, but while I'm here with this, not been running very long, and I've been testing ammonia and nitrite daily. Had quite a bit of nitrite, not nitrite, ammonia. Not any nitrite for a while, so you know, until the filters start producing nitrite, you know you're not getting anywhere. Well, now my ammonia's very low, so that's good, and I'm getting nitrite, which is also quite low. I haven't tested for nitrate or phosphate yet, because you know you're cycling if you're getting nitrate produced, but this is my tip for trying to get them cycled as quickly as you can. I mean, I did first of all used mature media in the bio. The media in the EASYPOD is as dead as a dodo because it's second hand and I PP'd it heavily. But to get it going, I found that when doing water changes to keep your ammonia down, don't keep changing it with filter cleans. Change it from somewhere else. I've been changing it from the bio chamber while keeping the EASYPOD going. Let the EASYPOD get dirty. Let it get dirty. Don't keep clean it. Let it get dirty. The dirtier it gets, the better, until you have to clean it. Then clean it. Give that bacteria something to eat. It loves eating shit. So yeah, you know, when you're trying to cycle, don't keep your filter spotlessly clean. Let it get dirty, and but keep your bio clean, and do your water changes that way. And then, you know, when you do have to clean, you have to clean. But yeah, I think I'm cycling now, so that's good. And I don't mean on a bike. I gave them up years ago. So I'm going to get this plug on and we'll just test the UV out. See you in a minute. Now when I say let your static filter get dirty, that's what I do. You don't have to do it, but that's what I do. It works for me. So yeah, you know. So that's it for me. So anyway, going back to the UV, I've put the plug on. So let's plug it in and see if it lights up. Fingers crossed. Now the lead is quite short, as I said before. I thought I was going to have to rearrange what everything was plugged into, but luckily it just reaches. Oh, well, it reaches these two. So I'm going to put it in here. I always collect old plugs. Look at that, that's got an old Asda sticker on it. Yeah, it's always in good nick. I always cut plugs off things and I get rid of them. So here we go. Let's see, I don't know whether we'll see this lit up or not, but let's switch it on. Oh yeah, I saw a glow, I don't know whether you did. A little bit of the blue glow, and in there you can see it glowing as well, without actually looking at it. The water's coming through. So there you go. That's another one of my jobs ticked off. I've now got a UV on the system, which is great news. They're all cowering down there because I've been up and down and worrying them, but they got to get used to that. So yeah, I am tickled pink with that. It's good. Right, I'll get back to you in a sec. So that's another job ticked off. As to costs, the translucent sort of adapter to put on the top from Sculptured Layers was 12 quid, free delivery. The hole saw, I didn't have one, that was 7 quid off of Amazon. The bit of black pipe I already had, it cost me at some point, but I used a bit of it. I don't know if you remember, but I used a bit of it. Oh, facing the wrong way. I used a bit of it on this. If you remember, I done the bird's beak to sit it into the moving bed. and that's all I bought it for. I can't remember. So what was left of it is, you know, what was left. So that just cost me part of that. I can't remember what it was. But the actual UV unit itself, UV unit complete, which EA actually sell and say you cannot retrofit this. This is only a replacement part for those of you that's already got one. I scanned the internet for those, and they range between sort of, I think I saw one for 79 quid, but 79.80 was a few, but 85. I found this one for 55 quid complete. Funny enough, I bought it, and they now say they're out of stock, so maybe it was the only one they had, or maybe they felt, oh my god, we've made a mistake on the pricing, let's take it down. I don't know, that's happened to me before anyway. But yeah, that was 55 quid, so a bargain really. So yeah, I've got a new UV setup done. Great. Right, it only remains for me to repeat again. Happy New Year. One of those. I'll leave that in. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to all my subscribers. Happy New Year to my newer subscribers. Happy New Year to everybody. Let's let the world go round in happiness, and let's us enjoy our hobby. Have a really great 2000. Oh god, going back a bit now. 20,025. I know I'm old, but I'm not that old. 2025. And if you have enjoyed this install on this, then good. If you haven't, you could easily turn off. My wife is whistling for me. So thank you very much. Please subscribe, please like, and please comment. Thank you very much. So it's bye for now. Bye bye.